Gracious, it's November, it's week 9, and it's NFL prime time. Chris Berman, Booger McFarland, some of us still on a chocolate buzz. Did you dish out all the candy?
I dished out all the candy, boom. Halloween is past us, so now we start to uncover and find out who the real teams are.
Yeah, well, we were starting to reach that point of the season. We also last week had the ultimate, and everybody saw it, but you can't see it enough. The trick and treat, depending on what side you were on, with Jayden Daniels, Washington, to Noah Brown. Yeah, Noah's Ark. I mean, it was more successful than Noah's Ark. That was unbelievable. You'll see it forever. And you wonder, momentum, good, great Washington, momentum, rough Chicago, how it would play out.
Yeah, you didn't know how it would play out, but one thing we knew, Washington, based off that victory, they had an opportunity to continue to build some momentum.
Well, and they played a division foe.
Exactly.
And so we go somewhere in the swamps of Jersey, because they're up the road to play the Giants, who they beat before, but they didn't even score a touchdown. So keep that in mind when you watch it. Jayden, division foe with no timeouts left. We kneel at the one. More on that later. The Washington Commanders, ladies and gentlemen, they are 7-2 for the first time since, well, a long, long time. It would be 1996, isn't that right? That would be last century, if you will. And the Commanders beat the Giants, who fall to 2-7. Now, Bill Wade.
Okay.
I've been there, not in the winter though. And the Ravens just rolled through the Broncos in the last three quarters. They win 41-10 to up their mark to 6-3. Roquan Smith afterwards.
We have a standard here, and we wasn't on that standard in previous games, and I felt like this is our most complete game. But as I said early in the week to our local media, see you on Sunday, and we keep the receipts. So that's what it was, but we're only just getting started to who we actually are.
Look, obviously a difficult, tough game. They beat us, pretty much in all three phases. We didn't do a good enough job coaching. We lost to a good football team, and it's disappointing.
Oh, Denver has had a nice first half, and they're growing in front of us, but the Baltimore Ravens, we'll elaborate in a minute. This is a different Baltimore Ravens than we're used to, rolling up a lot of points and putting away an opponent here.
Well, when we talk about the Ravens, we talk about their physicality. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry running the football. Today, it's a little different. Nelson Aguilar, Zay Flowers, explosive plays down the field. 5 catches, 127 for Zay Flowers. Anytime you can add the explosive element, boom, to what they do in the run game, now they're finding more ways to beat you. And that's where you want to be. The Baltimore Ravens are not playing for the regular season. They're playing for an opportunity to hoist the Lombardi. And the more ways that they can show that they can beat you, the more bullets they have in their holster come playoff time. And today, they did an outstanding job. Lamar Jackson only threw the ball 19 times. They ran the football. Derrick Henry over 100 yards. Mm-hmm. So they added the explosive element to their game today.
Well, here's the thing about the Ravens. Usually this is a team we give up maybe 240, 260. They're going to score 500 points this year.
Yes.
The Ravens? 500 points? Yeah, well, they just traded for another receiver. He was didn't get targeted, Deontay Johnson, but they've scored among their 9 games, 35, 41, 41, 41.
Yeah.
Ravens? Usually like 16, 13. This is a different team. The screens today, some we showed you, some we didn't. And they were angered that they lost to Cleveland. No disrespect to Cleveland, but I could see the smoke coming out of their helmet.
That's what you expect from a good football team. Yeah. You have a bad loss, come back, take it out on your next opponent.
And, meanwhile, Washington.
Yeah.
Talk about a team, nobody had them at 7-2, except maybe those guys. All field goals last time, touchdowns this time against the Giants.
No doubt. No Brian Robinson, and the bell cow running back is out, so they found a way. And to me, when you look at Terry McLaurin, he's one of the better receivers in football nobody talks about. And now that he has Jayden Daniels, it's amazing. 2 touchdown catches today. Only 2 receptions. They didn't have their full complement of weapons, but what they did do is they're using what they have, and what they have is one of the top 5 receivers in football, I think, in Terry McLaurin that nobody talks about. He was big today. Jayden Daniels continues to mature. I think they're the best team in the NFC East right now. Well, they're going to get an opportunity to prove it against Philly down the road, but I love the way they're playing, and they're backing up their rookie quarterback.
A lot of little things, too. 2 drives, one that ended in a field goal that put them up from 8 to 11, and one that ended at the 1. That's the mark of a team. They score at the end of the half, and they really put it away. Although the Giants got to 1 score, this is fun to watch. And by the way, their special teams Shout out to Coach Ratso Rizzo, Larry Izzo. Really doing a heck of a job. All right, now, a one-sided rivalry, if you will, at least in recent years. Steve Christie had the old Buffalo record of 59, and so the Bills, at the end, beat Miami 30-27. Dawson Knox and the Bills knew this was tough, but it's a W.
Oh, we had supreme confidence in them. I don't think there was a doubt in our sidelines' mind. We were ready to celebrate as soon as we saw it come off his foot, man. That probably was good from 71, had some distance to it. So proud of him, man.
You know, they were really forcing us to take everything underneath and hoping that we'd mess up. And again, just trusting the guys underneath to catch and run, and made some big plays on the play action pass game, just checking it down. And that's what you can be a dangerous team that way too.
Down to Atlanta. Dallas, don't want to say as desperate as Miami, but really they need to be. Dak knows it. Kirk Cousins, division leading Atlanta. NFC South Cousins. Drake London. Tough catch. Hard fall would land on his hip. Wouldn't return. But 7-3 Atlanta.
Yeah, but really good catch, though, by Drake London. The ability to go up and get that ball and then get the Falcons off to a good start.
To the Cowboys. Yeah, they got to make something happen, right? So on 4th and 1, this is the play. We're going to run CeeDee Lamb on a toss, kind of a sweep. Yeah, you think the Falcons are ready for it? That didn't work.
A really bad play call. You don't block the end. And Coach McCarthy, he didn't like the tablet either.
Yeah, the tablet, kind of the Ten Commandments was on a tablet, wasn't it? At any rate, well, that's a Mel Brooks movie. Anyway, Cousins to Darnell, full Mooney. Touchdown after they stop him on downs, 14-3 Atlanta. Over 6 to go in the half. Dak. I better take it myself. Longest run of the year for Dallas. Good for him, bad for them.
They've been asking Dak to run all season. Good to see him do it today, Boone.
2nd and goal. Dak. He doesn't dawdle. He's looking for Dowdle. Rico Dowdle. No Dowdle. What a play all the way around. 14-10. We got a ball game.
Really good job by Rico. He gets hit, boom, but the ball is in the air. Doesn't give up on it. Big time play there by Rico.
Wow, do we have a game 4th and 2? So Dallas, we're going to fake punt. Brian Anger. Anger on the face of McCarthy. Anger on the face, on the back of the jersey of the punter. Falcons take over on down. So again, gamble turns into an Atlanta touchdown. Ray McLeod, 11 yards from Cousins, and it's 21-10. Now, Prescott. 10 yards. Dak appears to be grimacing after the throw. Trouble.
Yeah, Boom. It says it's a hamstring. You can see he can't even follow through. The anguish on his face, you knew it was serious at that point.
It's going to be MRI Monday. Also hurt his wrist. He was done for the day, and which is rough. They're already in trouble. The Dallas did get a field goal, one-score game, 21-13, 4th quarter. First down. Tyler Algier. He's the 21st century human bowling ball. He's in the end zone, 27-13. Falcons missed the extra point, but Cooper Rush is in. He's played a role before, limited, but to Jalen Tolbert, under 2 to go. They go for 2. They get it, 27-21. Hard to recover these, but you never know. Onside kick with the good hands people. That's Pitts on the ball, right? Guys with the best hands get it.
Exactly.
And so Atlanta recovers. And Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons, they're 6-3. And you know that they have swept Tampa Bay. So at the moment, they got a stranglehold in their division. Dallas looking straight up the elevator shaft at Washington and Philadelphia. Who knows better than Jerry Jones?
Lives this tough. We live it. We all live it. And I really regret it to be having the season that we're having for our fans. Personally, I'm a long way from being dismayed about our team, about this year. Not dismayed. I'm concerned. We should be concerned. We'll probably do a couple of things this week. Bottom line is that if you knew exactly what to do, then this wouldn't be the game it is in the NFL.
Look, Atlanta never let Dallas really get in. Dallas has been 12-5, if I'm not mistaken, the last 3 years. They already have 5 losses. They're going to get 8 or 9. Where are they coming from?
Nobody knows, Boom. And if you look at Dallas, the same problems that we thought the Cowboys had before the season started, they still do. They can't run the ball. They can't stop the run. Who's going to be the playmaker outside of CeeDee Lamb? And when you take those things away, you get the issues with the Cowboys. Nothing has changed. And I think right now, if you're a Cowboy fan, the fate of your team for this season should have set in. I don't know of any move they could make. And on top of that, Michael Parsons is hurt. DeMarcus Lawrence is hurt.
Lamb got hurt.
Lamb got hurt. Prescott is hurt. Where are they going to go, Boom? I have no idea where they're going to go. I think the Cowboys story for this season has been written.
It's an eye-opener. I want to give Miami a lot of credit. I don't think Buffalo's expecting the type of game plan that Miami did. Tua played very well, but they ran. You know, this is a Buffalo team that held Seattle at about 1.5 yards a carry last week in their big win in Seattle. As well as Miami played, they just couldn't overcome a 61-yard field goal, which may be a golfer winning a golf tournament. And now Tyler Bass may have a big second half of the year. What did you see in this game?
The game was back and forth. The leads changed 4 times. I thought Miami came out and ran the football. You could tell that Buffalo, they missed Amari Cooper a little bit. He's got the wrist injury. But when it was time to make plays, Buffalo turned to Josh Allen. And Josh Allen made the game-changing plays. Sometimes, Boom, when you're a star quarterback, you have to make people around you better. You talked about who's this catching for Buffalo? Who's not catching? You don't know the names, but Josh Allen is getting him the football. He's making all those young guys better on that team. When they get Amari Cooper back, they can run the football with Cook and Davis. I like where this Buffalo team is headed. And more importantly, I just love their resolve, how they're playing. It doesn't matter who's making the plays as long as somebody makes it.
No, and he had a couple that he says, look, I'm a football player.
Yes,
I understand they don't want me to run and this and that in every situation. The last couple minutes of the half, we needed to make big pickups. Very few better than him in the game.
No doubt.
We all agree that isn't uncovering anything new. Now, one of the quiet success stories this year. Oh, Jim Harbaugh, Chargers, winning record, really? Well, what could they do at Cleveland who just upset the Ravens? Justin Herbert said, well, I'm going to watch the Browns punt to Darius Davis. And if my special teams give me a 53-yard return, I like it. We're at the 30.
Love the special teams. It's always 3 phases, OD and special teams.
3rd and 21, Herbert to Joshua Palmer. I would say he's open.
Wide open.
7-0 Chargers. Now 7-3, second quarter. Herbert. Did I say wide open? Quentin Johnson. Whoa. This is 66 yards, and frankly, it's legal Deflategate. When the Chargers are up 14-3, the air is out of the ball. You ain't coming back. One of the reasons is J.K. Dobbins, ex-Raven. What a year he's having for Jim Harbaugh. 16-yard touchdown, 20-3 late second quarter. Jameis, now he's got to hope that things work. We saw Noah catch one for Washington, and this is Elijah Molden. Very biblical week, and after the ball was tipped, it's a pick.
Yeah.
Now, good pocket. Alohi Gilman on the overthrow.
It's just not a good day for Jameis, trying to fit too many balls into too many spaces that he shouldn't have.
I mean, obviously they're down at Pewscore. Kevin Stefanski says, we like you throwing, but. Browns 2nd and 10. Chargers 49. Jameis to Tarheeb Still. So these Chargers, their defense, we'll get to it in a minute, their defense is one of the unsung units in football as far as not allowing points. Dobbins, hand up, goodbye, 34 yards, nice move, and you think he goes right, he goes left. Just know that I can shift directions. That's what JK stands for. Just know. Look at that run.
I just love the way that they've revived him. Remember, he tore his Achilles in Baltimore. Now he's in L.A. And the running game behind Coach Harbaugh, the offensive line, this Chargers team is built exactly like their head coach wants.
Well, one little thing on the Chargers, they played 8 games. They've had a bye, allowed 101 points. That sounds like your Tampa team.
That sounds like a pretty good
I'm not
defense.
trying to, I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
101 points. That hasn't happened first 8 games since the first year they were the San Diego Chargers in 1961. I was alive, you were not. All right, Eagles. And you know what? Doug Peterson was back, and he was always be remembered fondly is the understatement. The Philly special, the statue outside of Philly is back home. Sorry, Doug, we love you, but just not today. And that's, we get it. Eagles leading 7-0, second quarter over the Jags. Saquon makes a miss. Whoa! The high hurdle Wow.
Boom, I did a move like this in high school. It's been a long time. You jump over a guy backwards, you deserve a medal.
He's, my goodness,
That's
talk
unreal.
about adding an element.
It's
My
unreal, boom.
goodness.
Unreal.
They get a field goal by Elliott, 10-0 Philly. Under 30 to go in the half. Barkley bounces outside. You going to get him? No, sir. Barkley at the half, already 101 total yards. Philly doesn't get 2, but it's 16-0 well in hand. Eagles, Hurts. And he can do this. And so it's 22-0. The game is over. Should be over, right?
Should be.
Should be. Well, the Jags score. They convert a 2-point conversion. It's 22-8. Barkley fumbles. Trayvon Walker scoops it up. Oh, look at the big fella. Jalen gives it a shot, but guy, it's at the 3. Play reviewed.
Yeah, boom. To me, this should have been a tackle. You saw he touched Barkley's foot. That would have been down by contact, ball out. But guess what? New York didn't see it that way. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, they ruled that the ground caused the fumble, and Jacksonville says, you know what? We're within 6. 22-16. Hurts, play action. Where's the Slim Reaper? I found him in the shadows last week, right? Oh, there he is, Devontae Smith. Big play. Now, 3rd and 22, so a couple plays didn't go too well. Hurts. That's a good pocket. Oh, did he get the feet in? One-handed grab, the theme of the week.
Unbelievable catch, boom. The ability to track the ball with one hand and then to let your legs go limp. That way you get 2 feet in. Unbelievable play there by Devontae Smith.
They don't get the 2, but they're up 12, 28-16. Jags wouldn't go away. They almost beat Green Bay last week. Trevor Lawrence, he's in. Kick extra point, 28-23. Philly, 2:16 to go. Jake Elliott, 57-yard field goal. One of the best. Nice. Yes, the little right of the upright. Jags get the ball back. You mean they can win the game? Doug's going to come back and do that? Lawrence to Austin Trammell. They're inside the 15. First down, Jags. Tick. Under 2 minutes to go. Lawrence to the end zone. Nakobe Dean with a beautiful pick behind the receiver. To Sirianni, 28-23 the final.
Oh, yeah, that's a big-time win there. Sirianni, a couple questionable calls down the stretch by Coach Sirianni. He's going to have to answer for those.
Well, and so Jalen threw for 230. Barkley had his second 150-yard game this season. Philadelphia Eagles allowed under 300 yards. So Philly is at 6-2, right on the heels of Washington. All those teams will play each other soon. First really big division game mid-season. Lions at Packers. Lions with only 1 loss. The Pack with only 2 losses on the soggy tundra of Lambeau Field. Monmouth St. Brown, really?
Tell us how you really feel.
It's raining. I'm wearing not my best stuff. Jordan Love is good to go, he says. But Jared Goff, he's been good to go all season. Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions, that was a 4th down conversion for a touchdown. Under 7 to go in the second quarter. Love, time, Bo Melton. Ooh. And here we go. Brian Branch ends up being tossed from the game.
Yeah, boom. It's 2 steps, direct blow to the head. New York felt like that was just a little too much time in between and the contact. They're trying to get that out of the game. I don't know if I would have thrown him out, but the NFL decided he needed to go.
Well, so big loss, Lions defense. He's a heck of a player. Brandon McManus has had game winners last 2 weeks, but soggy Lambeau misses left. No points on the drive despite the big penalties. Packers down 10-3, under a minute to go in the half. Oh, looking for Josh at Kirby Joseph. Another biblical name. I'm telling you, there's a theme here. He's been great. Again.
He's been absolutely tremendous. And if you're Jordan Love, sometimes you got to know when the journey's over. This is a play you absolutely cannot make, a throw you absolutely cannot throw, and the Detroit Lions make him pay for it.
Love, at least 1 pick, 7 straight games for him. Jahmyr Gibbs trailing up 17-3 Detroit. 18 yards, staying alive. 18-yard gain, it was a quicker run. Now let's see how long this is. Staying alive. He's in there. Dan Campbell, rain. What rain? 24-3.
Love the play called motion and empty. Come out and Jahmyr Gibbs goes straight downhill.
Now 24-6, Love. Jaden Reed turns back for it. Packers drive going 28 yards. 3rd and 1 at the 9. Looking for Dontavian Wicks. Oh. So now 4th down. Gotta go.
You got to go. It's a little behind, but you got to make that catch. Help your quarterback out.
Wet day. Maybe we'll give it to Josh Jacobs. No game. Lions. They got it all covered, don't they?
They do.
They really do. That's the way it looks. The Detroit Lions, they lost like $8 million in a row at Green Bay until a couple of years ago. They knocked them out. They won the playoffs. They won last year, and they win again 24-14. The Detroit Lions are 7-1. The Pack now fall to 6-3. After the game, here we go. Some Lindsey Theory with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You arrived in a shirt that made a statement about the Packers. What kind of statement did you guys make on the field in first place in the NFC North?
Yeah, this was a huge game. We knew coming into this game was going to be the biggest game of the year, just like every week is for us. But at Lambeau with the conditions, I'm just glad we came out on top.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
So the Lions, they lost week 2, was it Tampa Bay? And that's it. But they won, 5, 6, and they're rolling and snapped the Green Bay winning streak. They have most everything covered, and
no
they
doubt.
played, I don't want to say a vengeance, although you could say that a little bit. They also know how to close the door.
Best team in football right now.
Could be.
In my book, they're the best team in football. They can beat you and play the game any way you want. Today, rainy game, hard to throw the football. Jared Goff he completed 16 passes between Gibbs and Montgomery, 28 carries, 138 yards. The defense was opportunistic. They can beat you more ways than any team in football can. And here's the thing. In years, we search for teams, or we look for teams that don't know their identity. This team knows who they are. They're going to play physical. They're going to run the football. They're going to be aggressive, going for it on 4th down. And defensively, yes, they're going to miss Aiden Hutchinson. The trade deadline is coming up. I think they're going to make a move to get a pass rusher. I think they're the best team in football currently right now, Boom, and they should feel really good. They still got to get some things to go their way. The ball bounces funny, but I like where they are right now.
You know what some of the narrative was? Well, it's their first outdoor game this year.
Yes.
To quote Alfred E. Newman, what me worry, okay? I mean, they are, like we said, if they're not the best team in the conference, we got a long way to go on it.
Yes, exactly.
We still got a game going, so we're going to show you some other stuff earlier on, right? Bengals, Raiders in Cincy. The Raiders, they play the Chiefs tough enough that every couple weeks they rise up. For whatever reason, Gardner Minshew is playing, obviously against Joe Burrow. They're good on the first drive. You wouldn't know that. This is Minshew to Jacoby Myers, and then Zamir White punches it in. Opening drive touchdown 4 of their last 5 games. Problem is, it's a 4-quarter game.
They should follow the script more often.
Well, Joe Burrow to Tanner Hudson. I guess you could pick up a tan early November in Cincy. Not really sure. That was a 4th down conversion, 4th and 3. Burrow. Chase Brown had a huge game. Beautiful feet.
Yeah, really good job understanding where you are at the back of the end zone and turning sideways, Boom, and getting both feet down.
Well, now, 2nd quarter. A lot of players have big games for Cincinnati. Mike Gesicki, so many big years with Miami. He's now excelling with Cincinnati. Good grab, hypes the crowd. Burrow to Jamar Chase. You defenders, I'm dragging you for a 1st down. Next play, 1st and goal from the 10. And this is another one finding his sea legs. Andre Yoshavash from Princeton, wearing Princeton colors. 17-10 Cincy at the half.
And big day for the Ivy League.
Yeah. So, 3rd quarter, Brown. That's right up the gut against the Raiders. Crosby's on the wing. Spillane is good.
I like it. I'll follow you.
Yeah, 21 yards. Now, Burrow to Drew Free Sample. You got Yoshavash. You got a free sample. I mean, what the heck? The holidays are coming. 24-10 Cincy now. Minshew. Handoff. Botch. Logan Wilson, still an outstanding player with the ball.
One of the better linebackers in football that nobody talks about.
There he is. Now Burrow says, I see you, Max Crosby, but I really see you, Mike Gesicki. That's beautiful, 11 yards.
Gesicki had a big day. I just wish he wouldn't dance anymore, Boom, because that right there, I'm not sure what it is.
The Gesicki greedy. The greedy Gesicki. Yeah, now 38-17. University of Cincinnati standout Desmond Knightritter is in. Trey Hendrickson says, welcome home, but I'm sorry. One of my 4 sacks. Fumble recovered by Wilson. Most by a Bengal in 2009. Since 2009, Hendrickson, 41-24. Cincy has a big Thursday night game with Baltimore. Let's see if they get in it or if they don't. Remember, Pittsburgh idle this week. They are the only one in that conference or that division that has 2 losses. Now, you had a feeling these 2 games would be special, and 32nd ranked defense, New Orleans. 30th ranked defense, Carolina. New Orleans beat them 47-10 early, and Derek Carr is back. Looking for Chris Olave. This is tough. Concussion out.
It's very tough, Boom. He was recovering from a concussion a few weeks ago. Now to come back, to get another one, to get carted off. We all know we went through the Tua situation, so prayers up to Olave.
Good news, at least as we know. Discharged later, returned to the team this evening. Bryce Young, down 6-0 to Xavier Legette. He has a horse named Dollar Bill, and he rides it if he scores a touchdown. So they're up by $1, and so Taysom Hill says, I'm in the end zone. There's a lot going on here. We told you these games would be fun. 13-10 Saints. Now, Panthers, Young, third quarter. Jatavian Sanders. Whee! A lot of hurdling on the Stapler.
No doubt about it.
So it's a 46-yard game. And then, well, there it is again.
Yeah, Bowman, sometimes, guess what? When these DBs come low, you automatically know it. That's why you go high.
From the Chuba missile crisis. Chuba Hubbard is in. 1-yard touchdown. Panthers? They lead 17-13. Now it's 17-16. Carr to Bananas. Foster. Moreau. Touchdown. Saints lead 22-17. They don't get the 2. Same score, 3 minutes to go. Hubbard. This is a nice run. Unsung player. You play for Carolina. You're overlooked, but his teammates don't overlook him. Touchdown, 23-22 Carolina. Carr, minute to go. Floats it. Cedric Wilson, Cedric the Entertainer. He didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it, Boom. Carr tried to get an opportunity, couldn't make the catch.
And then you never see this. A kneel down by the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young. Hey!
Panthers?
Panthers? They beat the Saints? And Carolina, no team, well, I don't want to give it all away yet. They went for the second time this year. The Saints scored 91 points the first 2 weeks. They've lost 7 since. Madame Tussauds, another man done gone. I don't know what's going to go on. The voodoo in New Orleans coming up.
Yeah.
Now, here's another one. The resistible force. This is 32nd ranked offense, New England. 30th ranked offense, Tennessee. What do you get? A fun game. We got Mason Rudolph to former Seahawk Nick Vannett. Titans. They lead 7-0 at home. They always play a good first quarter.
They do.
Drake May, rookie quarterback. They play defense, Boog. Arden Key and Jeffrey Simmons recovered.
Yeah, those guys, that defense in Tennessee still gets after the quarterback led by Jeffrey Simmons.
Despite no wins, these are professionals.
Absolutely.
I can't say it enough. 4.5 to go now. Rudolph in the pocket. In the game to Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. Titans, they lead the Patriots. 17-10, under 2 to go in the game. Patriots at the 50, second down. Shake, 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 shake your booty. May to Keyshawn Boutte, Patriots driving. May, Hunter Henry inside the 5. That was fourth down. 4 seconds to go, they spike it. Remember, at the end of the game, you got to remember Ramondre. Watch this play. Drake May, in trouble. You're right. No, he's not open. You're right. No, you're right. Let me run. No. Oh, my God, there's 3 Titans. I'll throw it. Whoa! Ramondre Stevenson. Are you kidding? At the last play of the game, like last week, in the last minute, we're tied at 17. Titans win toss. See, these games, you knew they'd be fun. You just didn't know what they'd be. Rudolph, Calvin Ridley, 14 yards. 3rd and 2 at the 7. Rudolph fumbles the snap, so they're going to get a lead with a Nick Folk field goal, but
Yeah, Rudolph's got to keep his hands under there a little bit longer. That's on him backing out too early.
2 minutes left in overtime. Tick, 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 tick. They're going to tie it. They're going to lead it. May. Long for Butte, but Amani Hooker makes the pick. Tennessee defense, one of the higher-ranked defenses in football, despite their until this one win. Now it's 2 wins for them, fitting that that's how they win. And everybody has won at least 2 games in the NFL, including the Titans. So, NFC West, some divisions like Buffalo's up by 4, the Lions are cruising, etc. Going into this day, this fofo, three-fo. Those are the records in the Moses Malone right there. I'm channeling the NFC West standings. Bears off of that tough loss, which we showed you, into Arizona. Caleb Williams against Kyler Murray. Murray over the middle to Trey McBride, who they're really finding the tight end. Booger gain of 15. McBride. Oh, look at this stiff arm, old school touchdown.
He's developing into one of the better tight ends in our league, Boom, especially the last 2 seasons. But I love the fact, not just catching the ball, you can hand it to him and he can run it in. Nice job putting it over the pylon.
7-0 Cardinals, who have made really coming on now this last month. Up 7-6, James Conner. What are we going to do here? This is what we're going to do. Crash into the end zone. That's Trey Benson, my bad. Into the red zone, into the end zone. A lot of writing here. Amari the Mercado. Oh my goodness, flies to the defense. Kind of the macabre if you're the Bears. 21-9 Cardinals. They're looking to be over 500. Murray, McBride. Whee! Another hurdle. Olympic trials today.
No doubt, Boom. When they go low, we go high, Boom.
24-9, they kick a field goal. First play, fourth quarter. Bears, Williams, looking. Look out. Zaven Collins, 16-yard loss. Takeover on downs. 27-9. Caleb. This is Jesse Luketa. Well, when you have a lead and you smell it, Arizona's 6 sacks of Williams, and they win 29-9. This is an amazing number. I don't know what it means. In road games in the day, wherever it is, the Bears have lost their last 16. Away road games in the day, I don't know what it means.
And that's 2 losses in a row for the Bears. The Hail Mary. Now this one, the quarterback is holding the football too long, taking too many sacks. They got to get that figured out.
It's Arizona 5 over here. I tell you what it does mean. They got a 3-game homestand coming up.
There you go.
They can't wait. Rams, Seahawks. Almost the length of this show. What do we got here? Early fourth quarter. Oh, that's when we're picking it up? Okay. We're tied at 13. Geno, wait a minute. Geno Smith. So these shot sheets are not numbered right. I'll just kind of wing this, all right? This is right before the end of the second quarter. Geno is throwing a touchdown, then Reek Woolen makes a pick. Then Geno throws this. Smith and Jigba. Oh, my goodness. We're missing a whole sheet, but I know what happened at the end of the half. The Seahawks got 2 touchdowns in the last minute of the first half. That's Smith and Jigba. That one counted. All of a sudden, 13-3. Stafford. Demarcus Robinson, Cuckoo Kachu. Here, the Rams they've really had the Seahawks number lately. I think it's 10-5. It seems worse than that. Now, we in the fourth quarter yet? Because I have that sheet. Geno Smith. Smith and Jigba. Wait a minute. Cameron Kitchens picks it in the end zone. He could go all the way. 103 yards. That's a Ram record. The franchise has been around since the Cleveland Rams. And Geno goes, really? Oh, my goodness. Not good in the kitchen. There's a mess. But here come the Seahawks special teams. Cody White blocks the Zentner punt. And the Seahawks in business. Special teams gives them a chance. few plays later, 2nd and 8. We still got 6.5 to go. Smith. Quick. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Kitchens again?
Boom. 2 picks, one in the end zone, one near the end zone. And I see what Geno's trying to do, but you can't make that throw. 2 inexcusable INTs by Geno Smith.
So 3 picks at Geno, 2 by Kitchens. Seattle gets the ball back. Over a minute to go on 4th and 5. To Smith and Jigma. Remember, Metcalf not playing this day. Down to the 14. Next play. Smith and Jigma. There he is! Between 2 Rams. We're tied at 20. We're going to overtime. 4th and 1. First drive of overtime. They want to win it. Kenneth Walker. And the Rams stop him. That's really good job by the Rams.
Great job by the Rams. I may have taken the points, Boom.
Ensuing drive, Stafford. Demarcus Robinson. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Rams, they win it in Seattle, 26-20. The Rams were 1-4. Now they're 4-4. The Seahawks were 3-0. Now they're 4-5. The way it stands, they went from first to last on that pass. Look, the NFC West, who knows? Will Seattle find themselves? The Rams have found themselves. Arizona is moving. And San Francisco, which had a bye, they'll be fine. McCaffrey's coming back. They're 4-4. This is a whole lot of shaking going on in this division.
There's no doubt about it. San Francisco's got to get healthy. I love who Arizona has become, a physical football team. They run the football. Boom. When you look at the Rams, an unbelievable throw by Stafford. I think this division, it may not be the best division, but I think it's going to be the most exciting division down the stretch.
Well, Sean McVay knows how to win.
Yes.
Shanahan knows how to win.
Yes.
Arizona's learning how to win. Seattle, they have a bye next week.
Yes.
Can they catch themselves by the britches?
They got to get off the mat. They got to get off.
That's a rough.
That is a rough. Last play of the game.
Fourth. I'm not questioning. I didn't see it. We were on the air with it, but that field goal. Rams have Seahawks number. I have Booger's number. I call him a lot. Thanks for watching NFL Prime Time. Enjoy Sunday Night Football.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn xỏ vòng, và vòng hôm nay của mình sẽ là vòng khẩu trang. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu làm nha. Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn xỏ vòng, và vòng hôm nay của mình sẽ là vòng đôi giày. Bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu nha. Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn xỏ vòng, và vòng hôm nay của mình sẽ là vòng túi rút. Bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu nha. Mình xỏ màu đỏ nha mọi người. Mọi người mình xỏ màu đỏ này. Bây giờ mình xỏ màu đỏ nha. Mọi người, màu đỏ của mình đây, màu đỏ của mình đây mọi người. Mọi người, đây là màu đỏ của mình. Tiếp theo là màu tím, màu xanh da trời nha. Đây là hai màu của mình, màu đỏ và màu xanh này. Màu đỏ và màu xanh của mình này mọi người. Mọi người đây là màu đỏ và màu xanh của mình nha. Bây giờ mình sẽ xỏ màu hồng này. Giờ mình xỏ màu hồng nha mọi người. Mọi người bây giờ mình sẽ xỏ màu hồng. Màu hồng này mọi người đây màu hồng nha, màu hồng đây nha mọi người. Giờ mình sẽ xỏ màu tím nha, giờ mình xỏ màu tím mọi người mình xỏ màu tím nha. Mọi người ơi, đây là 4 màu của mình nha. 4 màu của mình đây này mọi người. Mọi người ơi, đây 4 màu của mình. Bây giờ mình sẽ xóa hạt chữ nha. Giờ mình xóa hạt chữ nha mọi người. Mọi người ơi, bây giờ mình sẽ xóa hạt chữ. Các bạn bây giờ mình kết vòng này. Bây giờ mình sẽ kết vòng nha mọi người. Mọi người bây giờ mình sẽ kết vòng nha. Các bạn ơi, vòng của mình hoàn thành rồi này. Video của mình đến đây là kết thúc. Nếu các bạn thích thì cho mình xin một like và chia sẻ và đăng ký kênh nha. Các bạn ơi, đây là vòng của mình đã hoàn thành. Video của mình đến đây là kết thúc. Nếu các bạn thích thì cho mình xin một like và chia sẻ và đăng ký kênh nhé. Mọi người ơi, đây là vòng của mình đã hoàn thành rồi. Video của mình đến đây là kết thúc. Nếu các bạn thích thì cho mình xin một like và chia sẻ và đăng ký kênh nha.